barbers where you catch a fade. Face covered, cutting through your garden like a masquerade. Before I catch a L up, catch a plane. I probably you before I your chain. Switch it up, it's rap, pixie dust. Money ain't to us. Broski went and you better fix her up. I just bought a crib to a chick, she got the biggest. And when I saw your sister rat with the fishing hook, listen up, I've had to hit the cup. So if I swing my fist, you going in, so wish me luck. Boy, if you ain't talking paper, I'm a I tell Shorty spin around and watch it. Every time cannot bite back, been stocked up, I ain't coming home with a full. All you rappers still washed up, I don't push weight, I just pull chips. She ain't pulling the socks up, when it's half time she get full. Finna leave the boxed up like send it, make a play and I exit. Money boy making London money, spent most of my life on the M6, yeah. Get rich or die trying, no luck. Been out here for like 8 years, come from Volkswagen to Bentleys, look.
The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, it's the second of 3 games here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers. Second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard. Run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a 2nd and 6. Another run for Gibbs here. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Yeah, here we go.
Here's Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
That's going to be caught by Pickens. And past the 30 before he's out of bounds. Third and 4.
We're going to 54 Lions. Yeah! There we go.
To throw is Prescott. Finding Pickens for another catch. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive.
There we go. 47.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Ready. Cut.
Throwing. Love. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Touchdown, Packers. Matthew Golden, 34 yards. And the Packers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Kick this one away, and off it goes. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. He's to the 10. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they delivered.
McManus's point after is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6 And now the kick is away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to one remaining. Prescott from the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gibbs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Lions. Kill.
Now Prescott. Going underneath. Gibbs has it. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Short pass here taken in by Laporta. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, 47.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Now he's going to step up and run. Still going inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
First down. A gain of 40 yards. First down, Detroit.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And they'll send Pickens in motion right here. Looking to throw. Prescott. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play in the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, here we go. 47.
Prescott to throw it. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. George Pickens from 10 yards out. And the Lions are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year one.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Ready. Black 40.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Blue striker. Let's go now. Set.
Love. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Let's go. Set.
Jacobs going to try the middle.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
Here we go. Yellow, 43.
first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 20, here's second down and 5.
Set. Red, 38.
And now Love going to change things up. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it second and 10.
Here we go. Smash. Red. 52 blue. Touch.
Love looking to throw it. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
Here we go. Red. Cycle. 45. Red. Yellow.
To throw now. Here's Love. Over the middle, he's got Golden. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. This will be a 37-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Get down! Here we go, go to 54, Lions!
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
That's good for the Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We're going to 54, Lions! Yeah, here we go! I take it! Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47.
Prescott. Little short pass here taken in by Laporta. So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, here we go. I take the line, eh? Here we go, 46. Here we go, kill. Here we go, 52.
Here's Prescott. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll throw again. Prescott. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Jack Fox now gets set to punt.
Formation for the Lions.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down all the way inside Detroit's 20. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 56 yards.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Slide through. Set hut. 52 blue. Hut.
Here's Love. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Ready, break.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Green Jack. Here we go. Yellow, 43. Set hut.
Working out of the gun. Love. His throw caught at about the 5.
And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And they'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Jordan Love, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, hey, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Kill. Here go 46.
Throwing. Prescott. Slant route, he's got Dobbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Here go 47.
Now Prescott. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Prescott now. And that will be incomplete as well.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
We're going to 54. Cut. We're going to 53.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He will have the conversion and more than that.
And all the way down to the 33-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35.
They'll look to throw again.
Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And a nice job by the 2 of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
And again, it's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
George Pickens.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, Charles, they were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
That's to Golden. He's got it right side. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
33, yellow. Green jack.
Now Love. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Able to find his man, Kraft. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They go with Jacobs. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you disputed a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hands of the official.
Well, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Red, yellow. Let's go. Blue, 32. Cut.
Love from the gun. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Ready, ready. Trouble 45. White. Needle blue. Yellow. Zoom. Right. White. Ready.
Throwing. Love. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And that's a wise decision. Remember, he threw the pick on the last drive. This time he says, I'm not forcing one. I'm just getting it out of here.
Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down.
Yellow. Ready. Black 40. Ready.
Back to throw again.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson,
38 yards.
And the Packers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. Inside 4 minutes to go. 3rd quarter.
Second and 5 at the 27-yard line.
To throw is Prescott.
On the out route, Dobbs brings it in.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 63 yards receiving for him now. That last catch good enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down,
Lions. Yeah!
Prescott to throw it.
A short pass here taken in by Laporta from the 43. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
46.
The 43-yard line.
At 47.
To the air again, Prescott.
Gets the dump off to Pierce.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
Delivers another one to Pierce.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Pointed out left to Dobbs. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Packers' 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Yeah, there we go. I think. Here go 46.
Prescott yet again. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a...
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time...
And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Okay, right? Red, yellow. Need or blue. Yellow, 22. Zoom, black.
To throw now. Here's Love. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go. Hut, hut.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Love now. He finds his man complete. It's Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Black shot. Let's go now. You, yellow, black 40. Green jack. Ready?
Love. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. 2nd and 6.
Christian Watson. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the line.
Here's Love. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 24.
14.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Micah Parsons. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Pierce now up the middle. Shifts by at the 15. And he'll be taken down at the 18. They dig him partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle during the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. That's complete to Dobbs. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On 4th down, he'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st. Here's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Devontae Wyatt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He's got him in. Complete. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. Prescott down. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Pierce. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And again, it's Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Kirby Joseph there to drop it. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
The 19-yard line.
Let's go now. Zach.
Love looking to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete.
He's got space past the 25. Running free at the 45.
And finally brought down at the 38. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Needle blue. Black set. Red cycle. Blue 32. Smash red. Set.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Same target. It's Jacobs again.
Let's go.
Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Ready.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Love.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
On the set.
First down. First and 10 at the 25.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see.
Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Set. Ready. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know, maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They'll go empty backfield. 5 receivers in the formation on 2nd and 5.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Yeah! There we go. Boy, here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide.
One last shot now for Prescott. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.